The OSI model is a physical representation of how data travels through a network. Similar to the TCP/IP model, the OSI explains how data is encapsulated, although OSI breaks it down slightly further to better explain what happens between the addition of headers to the data. The OSI model explains what happens to data when you use an application to access a network or the internet. You request information from another computer, and then you receive information in return. A simple example of this is web browsing or sending an email. Data goes through a process called encapsulation where the original, or host, computer adds its location information or headers to the data as well as where it shall send its request. Then the receiving computer processes the request and sends data back with its own headers. The data passes through layers that perform different actions upon the data to prepare it for delivery. Application layer. You are hungry and you want food. You use a phone to call the local sandwich shop. You will place an order or request.
The phone is like an application in which you make a request to receive information, or in this case a sandwich.
Presentation layer. Someone picks up the phone and begins to record your order. They need to know what you will be having, a delicious sandwich. You tell them what kind of sandwich and how you want it made based on reasonable options. Anything special?
This layer handles what type of information will be displayed and how it will be displayed. It makes any special changes to the information such as translating or encrypting.
Session layer. While the guy takes the order, he makes sure he understands everything that's needed and everything's in the correct order. He then reads it back, managing, and then makes the sandwich and ready.
In this layer, protocols guarantee that an ongoing conversation can be held between the two computers and all the information is delivered and everything is understandable.
Transport layer. After the order has been taken, the order taker then retrieves and organizes the information about where and who the order is delivered to. He then decides whether to send a car or on-foot delivery worker to successfully deliver the order. Can the order be made with confirmation? Then takes name of customer, which is like the port address.
This layer handles flow, control, and determines whether to use a reliable, connection-orientated, or simple, connectionless-orientated transfer service.
Network layer. Now that the order taker has organized the delivery information, he asks the location of the apartment by going to the correct neighborhood. IP address. He searches his GPS and plots the best route to take for his delivery.
This layer deals with data delivery organization. That means collecting related segments and to determine the best route to send the data through a network. That places an IP address header to determine which network.
Data link layer. This is where the building in which the customer lives in is determined, so the delivery guy knows where to go.
This layer works with frames and is the intermediary between the network layer and physical layer. It defines how computers access the network medium, media access control. MAC adds the MAC address to the packet.
Physical layer. In this layer they take all the information they gathered and build the sandwich based on the data, and after they are done making the sandwich, they take the address and get ready to go out for delivery.
This layer converts bits into signals for outgoing messages and signals into bits for incoming messages. It determines what type of signal it wants to send out, or route. To sum it all up in reverse, the physical layer is like the delivery man taking the package. The data link layer is getting the delivery to the correct building, where the network layer demonstrates that he no longer needs the directions and moves on with his delivery. The transport layer is kinda like the delivery man at the door trying to deliver to the customer. The session layer would equate to the delivery man knocking on the door, exchanging the package with a handshake and leaving. The presentation layer is tantamount to the customer unpacking his delivery and arranging it how he pleases. The application is where he finally gets to eat that delicious, yummy sandwich. Now someone go make me a sandwich.